This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time, and when I'm not meeting Mrs. Jones in that cafe for a chat and nothing else, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Friends of the Waterfront, Saddle presents Pure Sounds, a free concert Saturday evening, September 3rd from 6 to 9 p.m. Come out see some sensational regional bands and artists including Shania Shepherd, Fly Moon Royalty, Night Train, Breaks and Swells at the fabulous Pier 62. Enjoy live music, local food trucks, a beer garden, and all the sights and sounds of the wonderful Seattle waterfront. So don't miss Pier Sound's free concert series, Saturday, September 3rd from 6 to 9 p.m., celebrating the fabulous summer of 2022. So for more info, visit piersounds.org.
Hey, this is Paul Pearson. I've hosted the R&B show Star Time since the very beginning of Rainier Avenue Radio, and after years of featuring tracks from the 50s through the 80s, Star Time now plays R&B and hip-hop from the 1990s as well. A whole half-century of soul, funk, hip-hop, and more on Star Time, Wednesdays at 2 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio.
This is Brenda Charles Edwards, host of Seniors Matter. Join me every week to get information on activities and issues that impact the lives of older adults and their families. That's Seniors Matter every week on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Welcome to the coronavirus pandemic. I'll take coronavirus for 100. Fever, chills, shortness of breath, loss of taste or smell. What is staying home and isolate? Correct. Coronavirus for 200. Inability to stay awake, persistent pain or pressure in chest, trouble breathing. What is seek immediate help? Correct.
Coronavirus for 500.
Crippling and potentially dead infectious disease eliminated in the United States with vaccination.
What is the polio vaccine?
Correct.
I'll take coronavirus for 700.
The Daily Double. Should I take the coronavirus vaccine? Wait. Hold up. This is not a game. It's time for serious discussions. We have coronavirus vaccines, but not everyone is comfortable taking them. Here's the facts. Based on what has been proven about vaccines for other diseases, COVID-19 vaccine may help keep you from getting seriously ill, even if you do get the virus. Getting vaccinated also may protect people around, particularly those at greater risk for severe illness from COVID-19. We don't yet have all of the answers. Get informed, talk to your healthcare physician, and make the right decision for you. This is a message supported by the Washington State Department of Health.
This is Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Yo.
What up, though?
I got to talk. I got to tell what I feel. I got to talk about my life as I see it.
All right, then. It's time for you to bring it to the table.
Turn up your radio wherever you at. We about to bring it.
Street Beat.
Yeah. With Tony B.
For the next hour, Tony B will give you a chance to tackle local, national, and international issues that affect your community.
Street Beat. Street Beat. Tony.
Good afternoon. It's me, Tony B. I am your host of Street Beat, the beat of the city. Well, that's going to be the annual Unity benefit held at the Four Seasons Hotel. The Champions of Unity Award. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Joining me on the program will be the marketing director, Tiffany-LaTrice Williams. And so why wait any longer? Tiffany, welcome to Rainier Avenue Radio.
Hey, Tony. Thank you so much for having me here today. It's a beautiful day in Seattle.
It is.
Happy to be here on the radio with you.
Well, I mentioned that we were going to be talking about the event that's coming up.
I'm so excited that you say that.
But let's give people an opportunity to find out who we are, who you are, what's going on. So I want to start with this. Let's start with NAAM.
Okay.
For anyone who may be unfamiliar with who NAAM is, let's talk about NAAM. What NAAM is, who they are, the role that they play for our communities.
Absolutely. So I had the honor and pleasure of joining the Northwest African American Museum in February of this year, serving as the marketing director for the organization. What really made me excited about this institution is that it is the premier institution in the Pacific Northwest. We serve everyone in the region through our compelling programs and educational opportunities. We are in the community despite our doors being closed. We make sure that we are partnering with Town Hall Seattle. We are partnering with Garfield High School. We are bringing free books to the community just about every weekend this fall. And we're just so excited to elevate and champion stories of our culture and Black people because we are a resilient people. We are a brilliant people. And it's important that an institution like that exists so we can champion and tell those stories.
Let's talk about Tiffany.
Okay.
Tell me a little bit about your background. You can go as far back as you want to.
Okay.
And how you ended up
at NAAM.
Yeah.
So that's a really great question, Tony. I am actually from Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh,
I'm a little Georgia peach coming into Seattle, adding a little ray of sunshine. And I have been in the arts for over 15 years. Started my career at NBC Universal. Took a leap of faith at 25, moved to Atlanta to start my own organization that has been a recipient of multiple awards listed in New York Times, Forbes.
Wow.
Which got me a consultant job at the National Black Arts as the youngest.
I'm going to stop you for a second.
Okay, go ahead.
Because you said business.
Yeah, I have a business.
Tell us what the business is.
Okay. So as a Black woman visual artist, I kind of
that's something else too.
Yeah, I'm a multifaceted, multi-layered.
Okay. The business. Let's start with that.
Woman. So I started Tila Studios, and it is an organization that supports Black women visual artists because only 4% of art across museums and galleries in the United States are from Black women visual artists.
Wow.
So to be the problem that I'm trying to solve, I thought it would be great to build a community of Black women visual artists, get them into galleries and museums, and actually get them paid career opportunities with their creative practice. So we've been in existence for 6 years. We have grown nationwide. And we're just a powerhouse arts organization that hopes to spread its wings on the West Coast even more.
That's Tiffany. Okay, now you can continue.
Okay.
You were telling me to get to the point to where you became the marketing
director.
We follow this journey that you're on.
I've always wanted to be, I'm a historian. I got my master's in history, and I've always wanted to figure out how to tell stories of our culture that I had the privilege to know and love growing up. I grew up in a very cultural and rich history house. And so I felt like I reached a threshold in my career in Atlanta. We don't have a historic, prominent Black institution. And I'm a builder.
Wait a minute.
We do. We have the Hemmons House, but not the one. We have the National Civil and Human Rights Museum, but not one that is kind of a game changer and that is growing at the way that I wanted to be a part of.
Okay.
And so when I learned about NAAM, I said, wow, they're doing something different, something audacious. They have really big vision and plans. And I don't look at anything at face value. I look at how can I be a change agent? How can I cultivate opportunity? And it drew me in, and I love the team, and I'm having so much fun.
Again, Tiffany-LaTrice Williams. It's me, Tony B. This is Street Beat, and we're talking about the Champions of Unity Award.
Yeah.
We just kind of touched on that.
Yeah.
Now let's kind of get into it. I just wanted to give some people background, on NAAM and so because we don't. This doesn't have to be a soundbite. We got a little chance to talk here. Okay, the Champions of Unity Award. Before we announce who the folks are who are the recipients, let's talk about the award and what you have to do.
Absolutely. So, as you know, COVID has been hard for a lot of institutions, and we have not gathered in person. Our last 2 Unity benefits were virtual, and it was truly a celebration of the arts. And this year, we really wanted to bring something that honored our great resilient city and really honor people that have done the work, that are public servants, that have brought people together, that have done disruptive work in the city where it may not have been appreciated at the time that it's appreciated now, who have a long-standing commitment to what the region is and where it's going. And so when we thought about this year, we said, hey, we need to celebrate our leaders, our luminaries. How can we do that? let's create an award through invitation only and nomination only through our board of 2 people that we can recognize that are so dynamic that deserve to be celebrated. And we as an institution deserve to give them their flowers.
Okay.
So we started the Champions of Unity Award, which we're going to host in person at the Four Seasons on October 7th at 5:30 p.m.
Okay. Now, is this the first one?
It's the first one.
This is the inaugural.
This is the inaugural.
This is the first ever.
The first ever award. Yeah.
Okay, let's do this again before we get into more details. Can we announce?
We can totally announce.
Okay. I'm going to give you the honors here.
Okay.
There are 2.
There are 2.
Winners or nominees, or what is the? Is it
I would say honorees.
Honorees.
Yeah,
Honorees.
absolutely.
Okay. 2 honorees of this year. I know who they are.
Okay.
I know, but I'm going to let you. So this is, if you haven't heard already, it's the drum roll. The honorees for this year's award are
former Seattle Mayor Norman Rice and Dr. Constance Rice.
Wow.
Incredible.
Wow.
They are literally the light of Seattle. They have illuminated so many different pathways for us to advance our careers, people of color, really disruptors in our community. And it's such an honor that NAAM gets the opportunity to honor them in this way. So super excited.
And you know, you when you say champions of unity.
Yes.
And then you also use the word
Disruptor.
disruptors.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, some people might say, hey, those
conflict.
Yeah. So let's talk more about this concept of champions of unity and what it is, you know, that someone would do, that you're looking for. Say, this is what we want to represent, champions of unity, because it could be so many different things.
Absolutely. You know, I think change is at the precipice of disruption. You can't change anything if you're not willing to be uncomfortable and disrupt. And you can change things for the greater good. So in order to change things and to bring something forward where we are collectively better, where we're consciously better and acting on our collective values and morals, you have to be able to disrupt. Nothing happens at the comfort level. So when I think of someone who is championing unity, that is inclusive, that is visionary, I think at the core of who they are is that they disrupt. They disrupt for the greater good. So I love the word disruptor. And I think it's so edgy, but it's someone who is fearless. It's someone who is so audacious in their tact and approach to things that they have to get it done. And that's what Dr. Constance Rice and our former Seattle Mayor, Norman Rice, did.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to talk a little bit about the 2 honorees.
Okay, yeah, talk about them. I love them.
You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio .world. It's me, Tony B. My guest is Tiffany-LaTrice Williams, Marketing Director for NAAM. The awards are, well, we've talked about who the honorees are. Norm Rice, and I just have some information here. So Norm was born on May 4th in 1943 in Denver. He was the 49th mayor of Seattle. Mayor Rice was Seattle's first African-American mayor. And before entering city government, Mayor Rice worked as a reporter at Como TV News and Kixie Radio. So a lot of people start out in radio and media, you know. I wonder if there's some kind of connection there. Anyway, before entering city government, Mayor Rice worked at Como and worked at Kixie and served as an assistant director for the Seattle Urban League, was director of government services for the Puget Sound Council of Governments, was employed as the manager of corporate contributions and social policy at Rainier National Bank. Mayor Rice was first elected to the city council in 1978, re-elected in 1979, 1983, and 1987, serving 11 years in all. And I could go on and on
Go
and on,
on.
but I just wanted to show. Now let's talk about Dr. Constance Rice.
Mhm.
Dr. Constance Rice, PhD, is the president of the Very Strategic Group, a consulting firm for executive coaching and educational policies. Dr. Rice is the first African American board chair at the Seattle Art Museum and currently serves on the University of Washington Board of Regents. Dr. Rice holds a graduate degree from the University of Washington Evans School of Public Policy and Government and a Doctor of Philosophy from the University of Washington College of Education. That sounds like a power couple.
Okay. Just power in all of its glory. It's so beautiful.
Well, what was the inspiration? And if you know about, okay, this is something that we want to do. You did talk about it a little bit earlier. But the inspiration for Champions of Unity, and this is something, again, I imagine this is being the first one. This is going to be something that happens every year.
Absolutely. It's definitely going to be integrated and woven into our Unity benefit program. It's our annual fundraiser where we raise funds to support our institutional work. And I think having the Champions of Unity and honorees just shows us how much we also are giving our community leaders and public servants their flowers. So many people recognize, former Seattle Mayor Norman Rice and Dr. Constance Rice, but when has a Black institution come in and said, hey, we're throwing a party? Not only are we raising awareness about NAAM, but we're also honoring you. And what better way to do that than being the premier Pacific Northwest institution to do that year over year, starting this year. So I'm hoping that we get to honor more luminaries, more change agents that have been so integral into the fabric of Seattle and our region. So
well,
great.
let's talk about how people can attend.
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
You go ahead. It's your world.
Okay. So if you wanted to attend the event, it is a cost per ticket. You can purchase online at you go to naam.org, NAAM Northwest, so NW.org. And then
let's run that back.
Okay, let me do it again. It's NAAM, so NAAM NW.org.
Okay.
And then when you go to join support, you'll see a little drop down. It says Unity Benefit. It has all the information and details where you can click to attend. So our ticket prices are $500 to attend as a single ticket. But if you want to join as a sponsor, get you a table, enjoy libations, great food and entertainment, there's also opportunities to sponsor as well.
Do it big, you dig?
You already know. We have to. It's so important.
What else is going to be taking place?
So because we haven't been open, we really want to highlight and elevate Black voices and artists in our community. So we have entertainers. We're having a jazz band. We have our incredible African American cultural ensemble choir that's going to be doing an a cappella performance. We're going to be highlighting 16 Black visual regional artists in a gallery. 16.
Wow.
16 different Black visual artists.
What are we going to see? I'm just trying to cheat.
I can't tell you what you can see. We have an incredible partnership with Cairo 7. So Cairo 7 Cares is they're providing our MCs for the night. So Monique Ming Lavin will be our MC, as well as Aaron Wright will be up on the stage. We have DJ spinning. So we just wanted to make it a cultural celebration. This is the first time we're bringing 300 people together. It's our largest event. So we're bringing 300 people into the Four Seasons to come fellowship and celebrate NAAM. And so we wanted to feel Black, we wanted to feel cultural, and we wanted to feel like we are honoring our community luminaries.
You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world. It's me, your host, Tony B. My guest is Tiffany-LaTrice Williams, Marketing Director for NAAM. We're talking about the Champions of Unity Award. That's October 7th?
October 7th.
October 7th is going to be taking place. Now, Tiffany, I'm going to have you do this one more again.
Okay.
Because it's important. I like to make sure that people have the information so that when we do a call to action, we give them time to catch up and find out what they need to do, where they need to be. So all that pertinent information, how you can get a ticket, where it's going to be, what time, what's taking place.
Yeah.
Would you just do that one more again?
Oh, no problem. Yeah, I want everyone to attend. And honestly, if you can't attend, we welcome the donation to support the organization. So you can also do that online. So you need to RSVP soon. Our RSVPs close September 15th. Tickets are $500 for a single ticket. We do have sponsorship levels starting at about $1,000 and above that where you can join. It's easy to go online. So you go to www.naamnw.org, and then you click on join support in our menu bar, and then you go to Unity Benefit. That has everything about the event where you can click to attend, give, sponsor, etc. Our event starts sharp at 5:30 p.m. at the Four Seasons Seattle. On Friday, October 7th, is going to be an evening event from about 5:30 to 8 o'clock. So make sure you wear your dancing shoes, make sure you wear some comfortable shoes, and make sure you get dressed up because, we want to bring the people out.
Mm-hmm. Who's the jazz band?
I can't tell you that either.
You're not going to tell me that either?
I'm not, because that's all the announcement that's coming
Tiffany.
out after Labor Day. That's coming out after Labor Day.
Oh, okay. I can't even get a sneak peek.
I'm sorry.
Oh, my God.
I told you, Ace, Jason is performing. It's fine.
But we do know for sure that Dr. Constance Rice and Norm Rice, former mayor of Seattle,
they'll be there.
They are the recipients.
They are the recipients. They will be
the
there.
honorees of this year's festivities.
Yes.
Highlighting again, we're talking about the Champions of Unity Award. My guest is Tiffany-LaTrice Williams, marketing director for NAAM. This event is going to take place October 7th, and it is a fundraiser.
It is a fundraiser.
And let's, there's this thing that I say with my background in radio. We call it shameless self-promotion. And in order to accomplish what we are trying to do, we have to support each other.
Please, yes. we must. It's so essential.
So let's talk about the fundraising portion of this and where the funds go.
Yeah.
And the types of things that you will be supporting.
Absolutely.
When you buy your ticket.
Absolutely. That's such a great point. And I think, now more than ever, we need equity and transparency in institutions. And I especially think with the 2020 reckoning, people want that. They need that because the cost of living is high. And so if I'm going to give to you, I want to know where my dollar is going. And so we have an ambitious goal to raise $1 million during this event. We're undergoing major renovations. We're opening with new high-tech technology in early Q1 of next year. We are redesigning our exhibition space, upgrading our journey gallery. So a lot of the funds will go towards supporting our operational needs at the institution. Secondly, we have been growing our Knowledge is Power initiative. We are really focusing on cultural literacy in third grade because that's where that kind of critical moment of a child's literacy capacity to really know how to read. So we're really partnering with the public school system and different organizations that we've been starting to have conversations all year about how to accelerate that initiative. So we have partnerships with like Comcast. And so that is going to support us reaching more kids. Our goal is to reach and serve more kids as much as possible. And then also we have an incredible program. It's called the Descendant Series. So if you don't know about the Descendant Series, we speak to Nat Turner's descendant. We speak to W.E. Du Bois' descendant. We speak to so many like living descendants, and we give them a voice to share untold stories that you may not find on the History Channel about these living legends that you may have only read in history books or through their autobiographies. So we bring them on NAN's platform and they reach audiences across the world. So that those funds will also go to support that initiative as well. And then we're also starting to celebrate our elders. As we know, we're celebrating Norman and Constance Rice, but we also want to celebrate the elders who've been doing the work that may be overlooked. So we're expanding our elder circle and highlighting and inducting elders year over year. So we're doing some really cool stuff, and I really hope people support. And of course, our Ace Choir. They're performing at the Mariners this week, in 2 weeks. They're performing at the Langston Hughes Block Party. So we need to make sure they're
September 10th. See, I'm giving them
give
a shout
them the
out.
dates.
And we'll be there broadcasting live.
Yes.
From the Langston Hughes.
So we're
Block
performing.
Party.
We're there. We're
Okay.
active. And so we want people to really invest in our choir because no other institution has a performing choir.
You sing in the choir too?
Absolutely not. In my spirit, I'm a singer. In reality, absolutely not. But so I'm excited about that too.
All right. Again, my guest is Tiffany-LaTrice Williams. I'm gonna try and get in your Kool-Aid a bit.
Go ahead.
You evidently know how to stir. But so you said technology changes. What does that mean? What is that going to look like when you say technology changes?
We're mapping out that plan now, but something that we're really excited about with our Literacy and Knowledge is Power initiative is that we have a huge archive of virtual interactive story times where we take children's books and we present them on our YouTube channel, and we now have digital animation combined with it. So they're super educational, they're fun. It's easy to follow along with subtitles for our youth to get involved. We show them in schools. But what better way to have a digital, like we'll have a bookshelf with all of our books that we've done. But what better way to go and have screens in the reading room? And you can have an iPad and you can be like, Mom, I see this book on the bookshelf, but I want to see it visualized on a screen. I can swipe on my iPad and see it projected on the screen and read along with my child and potentially buy a book from the guest services. So it's a 360 investment in the child's experience to take and make literature way more fun. Because I read about a book a week, but who's going to our public libraries? Who are we getting tangible books? And we need to reinstate that. And the museum is really championing reading. It's important for our community.
You're listening to Street Beat on Rainier Avenue Radio .world with your host Tony B. My guest is Tiffany-LaTrice Williams. We're talking about the Champions of Unity fundraiser that is taking place on October 7th. What was the time again?
5:30.
5:30.
Yeah.
Honorees are former Seattle Mayor Norman Wright. He does a lot of other things too.
Yeah.
He was in media and radio, and then Dr. Constance Wright. Both of them, the inaugural Champions of Unity award winners, the first one ever. You got here in February?
Yeah, February.
You got here in February? So I have to, what are your thoughts of Seattle?
The food is bomb.
Oh.
I've been have to work out all the time because I eat way too much. Going to La Soul, a Caribbean restaurant tonight. But yeah, no, I think what I love about the city is that it's a collaborative city. I think it's a city that has a lot of rich history and culture. It's a city that wants to invite culture in and not gatekeep. Anytime I reach out to anyone to partner, it could be a major organization, corporation, I get a response. Like, yeah, I'll talk to you. Let's go to lunch. Let's meet in the office. What? You can't get that in Atlanta. They'd be like, who are you? How do I know you? But here, people are so kind, so generous with their time, and so interested of really seeing all of us succeed. And I know I'm an outsider in, so I may not have the longevity of a community member that a lot of your listeners may, but I would just say thank you for welcoming me in and just being so open to a little Southern girl coming to, help advance the city. So I'm really grateful for the community that I have here right now.
Daniel, I think we need to give her a contract and get her on Rainier Avenue Radio. You're listening to Street Beat with me, Tony B, and one of our future show hosts, Tiffany-LaTrice Williams.
Fingers crossed. Tony, I actually wanted to go into radio. That was a childhood dream of mine before I was really pursuing art. My family was like, well, broadcast and media is a little bit more career focused and impossible than art. And I went to school for journalism, was going to be like a foreign politics reporter. I love politics, and I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
All right.
But I love talking though.
Hand me that contract, Daniel, so I can get her to sign on the dotted line.
Maybe in the future. But if you ever need support, I'm up the street. I'm like a mile away from the museum. I'm happy to pop over anytime.
We just have a couple of minutes left.
Oh, really? Seriously?
Time flies by.
Were you having fun?
Yeah, but I want to give you an opportunity before we do that to say with whatever you want to say to our audience right now that's listening, and some of them may be watching and listening as well. I want to give you a minute here to share whatever you'd like to share.
Absolutely. And I know we're here talking about our Champions of Unity Award, and I really hope you join us in person or consider making a donation to the Northwest African American Museum. We are here for you. We are a small but mighty team, and we are nothing but public servants. So I urge you to go on our website, look at our upcoming programs. We have an interactive story time that is launching in 2 weeks. We're reading Grammy and Me in honor of Grandparents' Day. And we have an exciting program in partnership with AARP and some other really key partnerships to celebrate and elevate our elders. So we're just doing some really cool stuff. So I just urge you to go online and look at what we're doing. And then if not, join us at the Mariners game on the 9th because our Ace Choir is singing.
Mm-hmm.
And then
and the Mariners are actually winning.
I know. So come. Listen to us.
We've been waiting for 20 years.
Yeah.
Really quickly before we go.
Sure.
Shameless self-promotion.
Yeah.
One more again.
Okay.
Where can folks get tickets?
Okay.
All those important
absolutely
details.
And also I'm accessible too. So if you're like, I want to hit Tiffany up, I want to meet her for coffee, learn more about what the museum is doing. My email is tiffany@naamnw.org. It's on the website, so I'm not giving you anything that you can't find. So please reach out to me. If you want to learn more about our Unity benefit, you're going to go to www.naamnw.org. Go to join and support. Click on Unity benefit. You'll see give, sponsor, attend. Tickets are $500, but you can also give any monetary donation. The event is on Friday, October 7th at 5:30 p.m. at the Four Seasons Hotel.
All right. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give a shout out. Hey, Lanisha, what's up?
Hey.
Tiffany, it's been awesome.
Thank you.
Having you here. Welcome to Seattle. Welcome to Rainier Avenue Radio. We are your community radio station.
Thank you.
And sharing information about the event. Congratulations to former Mayor Norm Rice and Dr. Constance Rice, the honorees this year. Again, October 7th.
October 7th.
All right.
See you there.
You know what the deal is. Get your tickets. I'm almost out of, matter of fact, I am out of time. That's it. That's all the time I've got. That's going to do it for the kid. It's me, Tony B, your host of Street Beats. And remember, whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, you are probably right. I'm out. Peace.